A cheap lens versus a very expensive lens, unjustified price, they are saying. Let's see how these lenses are comparing to each other and let's see which one is right for you after my years of using these lenses. So let's talk about this now. Hi there, Tudor Matescu here. In this video I want to compare this cheap small lens, the Lumix 20mm f1.7, look how small it is, as seen as my finger, versus this chunky lens but also compact, it is also compact, the 20mm OM lens f1.4. So both lenses are for the Micro Four Thirds system, and yes, I'm very thrilled that I have two great AF lenses on a Micro Four Thirds system. But I don't have a small camera with a new G9 II sensor with better noise and more megapixels. So, but before getting to the subject, please subscribe now to my channel and give it a like to this video. So let's compare these lenses regarding size. So look at them. This is very small. This will make your small Micro Four Thirds camera as compact as an X100F, X100V camera, or even more compact if you have a Lumix GM camera or something like this. So very small. This is compact. I can't call it big, it's at the limit regarding compactness. It's okay, it's not as big as it looks in the video and in all the videos, but it's again bigger, but it's compact. But where it loses regarding portability is not at the size. I feel the size it's okay. You'll take for both of these two cameras a camera bag. So in real world, you don't put this camera in your pocket and not this camera with this lens. But you'll take a camera bag. But in the camera bag, the weight of this camera and the weight of this lens will feel on you. So this is heavier and it feels. On GX9, the package is pretty heavy. If you want to take the 12-45 f4 Pro zoom because you like good quality glass from Olympus and OM, then you'll have a pretty heavy bag. I'm not liking it too much. But this, it's a go-to. It's a go-to. So size and weight, it's a go-to. Next, let's talk about the ergonomics of these two lenses. No ergonomics. It's very simple. No ergonomics. No FN buttons. Just a focusing ring. Okay, focusing rings on AF lens. So again, the focus ring, come on, is not important. They are okay. No ergonomics, metal build, and this is it. Next, let's talk about the aperture. This has an f1.7 aperture and this has an f1.4 aperture. I feel that overall this f1.7 lens, it is pretty sharp. This will offer you a shallow depth of field, very shallow, and it's hard to judge the sharpness at pixel level, but for what I've looked, it is okay. But again, if you use this camera in street photography and not on static subjects, probably you'll not have the eye in focus, because personally I don't have the Sony AF on this camera. I don't know how OM 20mm f1.4 is working on OM1, probably better, but overall regarding perceived sharpness, because this is what it's all about. Regarding perceived sharpness, the f1.4 lens will give you a more perceived sharpness. At pixel level, it seems equally, but this, because it has a feather bokeh, and let's get to this subject, the bokeh, this has a very pleasing bokeh, a very nice bokeh. I'm really loving how it's rendering the autofocus area. So this is where it wins, and it wins a lot for product photography, close up. It is crazy good. You can do some amazing product photography with this lens. It has a very good minimum to focus distance, and the autofocus areas in the front of the subject and behind of the subject are very well melted and very nice. I'm really loving it. This is a standard lens. I can't say I hate the bokeh or I don't like the bokeh. It is okay. I don't have any complaints, but I can't say how much I love the bokeh from this lens. No, it's doing the job. It's separating the subject from the background at f1.7, and for macro shots, flower photography or stuff like this will give you a very sharp result. So again, a great lens regarding close-up. But yes, this will give you a better subject to background separation, better bokeh and better micro contrast at f1.4. Now let's talk about sharpness at f5.6. I did a comparison, and I will not search in my Lightroom catalog to show you the comparison between this lens and this lens. You just have to believe me. At f5.6, both of these two lenses are equally good. This really amazed me. I was looking, wow. So this lens at pixel level, it's as sharp and it's offering the same results on a sunny day by taking a photo of a building as this 20mm f1.7. So this means in good weather, this lens will offer me similar results. So this is what is a test side by side, but I don't like to test things side by side because the real world photography proved to me it's not the case. So in real world photography, I feel that this lens is 20% better or maybe 30% better regarding image quality. In low light situations, I feel that I get better micro contrast. I feel that this glass, it's better. This is what I feel. I can't offer you an exact percentage. It's a personal subjective feeling here, but it's better. How much? 10, 20, 30? I don't know if it's 30, but 10 and more than 10, yes, it is better. So this lens in specific scenarios when it's low light and it's flat light will not offer you as good results as this lens. Probably this has a better T-stop. I don't know exactly, but this lens has the glass of the 12-100 or of the 12-45 f4 at least. Pro zoom, so great glass in it, great micro contrast, great rendition, great colors and great sharpness. But side by side, if I will take a picture of a flat building at pixel level, they are equally. But in real world photography, this is better. Now, which lens it is better for portraits? And by the way, I have a special newsletter dedicated to the passionate photographers. So if you want to learn more about photography tips, tricks and all kinds of useful information for free, please subscribe to my newsletter, link in the comments and description. Well, I feel both lenses are great for portraits, and if you want to take the best lens for the best portraits, then this is the lens to go. Yes, this is much better for portraits, but also this will be very close to portraits. So you'll not go wrong with either lens, but this again will offer you that advantage. It's normal. But the final question is which one to pick, because we must take in consideration the price. Does the price of this lens, that it's pretty expensive, is deserving compared to this lens? Well, it matters just to you. It's a subjective feeling, it's a subjective decision. I don't regret that I've bought this lens, but this is a go-to lens. The only thing that I don't like about this lens is that it has a slowish AF, and because I'm accustomed to the new AF systems of the other systems that I'm using, I don't take this lens as much often as I've took it in 2019. But personally, I'm putting the hand more and more on this lens, but also I'm feeling constrained about the size and weight because it's not as fun and as nice to use compared to this lens. So overall, I feel if you are on a budget and if you are just starting to shoot a 40mm field of view with a micro four thirds camera, I feel that overall the 20mm f1.7 is the best choice. And if you fell in love with the 20mm field of view and want better image quality, a better aperture, a better AF, then you can go to this lens. These lenses aren't competing side by side to each others because this is a small pancake lens and this is a pro lens. So depending on your situation, you must choose the lens that is right for that situation. So for street photography, for everyday family photography, for documentary everyday photography, I would choose this lens. But for more serious work, when you want better image quality, when you want better AF, and when you want better low light performance, or when you want better bokeh, or for nice product photography with that feather bokeh of small objects probably, or of a little bigger objects, I think this is the best lens to choose. So I love both of these two lenses, but this for the price, it's a bargain. For what it's offering, this is a bargain. This lens, it's hard to justify, but after you've bought it and after you've used it, you'll fall in love with it. So on paper it's hard to justify, but the end results that you'll get from this lens are great. So my advice is try it, borrow it, see if you like the results, and if you like the results, then you can add it to your camera bag. And by the way, if you like to shoot photography for fun, for you as a hobbyist, please check my photography newsletter where I share tips and tricks on how to shoot pictures. Click that link in the comments and description. And by the way, if you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my channel, share my video, and join my YouTube membership. There you'll receive 10 bonuses with tips about photography and all kinds of stuff that I will add. Thank you very much for all the supporters that decided to support my channel. Now, please check the next video. Click here right now.